I'm Alex Vipond. I'm a front-end developer, and I'm the author of Rethinking Reusability in Vue. And in this Mighty Bite, we're going to talk about the power of Vue 3 function refs. I think a lot of us are probably familiar with this snippet of code, which is the normal way that you would get access to a DOM element in Vue 3. So what you would do is you define a new variable using ref or shallow ref, then take the name of that variable and pass it as a string to the ref attribute of an element. And when Vue renders this element, it will take the new DOM element and store it inside of your reactive reference, where you can access it later to set up intersection observers or perform any other side effects that are otherwise difficult or impossible to do inside of the template. This actually is not the only way that you can get access to DOM elements in Vue 3, though. You can also use something that's called a function ref. So instead of passing a string to the ref attribute of an element, you can bind a function. And when Vue renders this element, it will call your function, it will pass in the newly rendered element, and then internally inside your function, you can do anything you want. So in this case, we're just doing exactly what the template ref was doing, which is storing this element inside of a reactive reference. For single elements, since this is what you would normally do, and the template ref implementation is usually simpler, the function ref feature is less useful. But when you start looking at arrays of elements rendered by V4, where the order of those elements could change and you want to react to that, or something that's even more complex, like a grid, a spreadsheet rendered by nested V4, or even something beyond that, like a recursively rendered file tree or rich text editor contents and things like that, you can use function refs in all of those different cases to get access to the DOM elements that Vue is rendering so you can perform side effects on them later. So it's a really powerful feature, definitely something that can power up your composables if you need to access DOM elements inside of them, and definitely something worth exploring.